Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Mars in the fourth house of the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Mars placements in the houses. They were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, well, Mars in the fourth house is comparable to Mars in the zodiac sign Cancer, but you've got to blend in the zodiac sign with it. Like say Mars in Aries in the fourth house can be different than Mars in Libra in the fourth house, as an example. Now, the thing about Mars in astrology is connected with our drive and motivation, and when you have Mars positive in the fourth house in the natal chart, there may be a lot of drive and motivation toward matters connected with your home, your family, introverted activities, nostalgia, history, doing things with people you're close to home with, the less dominant parent, which is often the mother, and also the latter part of life. You may have more drive and motivation than most in terms of getting ready for the latter part of life, and you may express just general incentive, motivation, and drive during that time of your life more so than most people on average. And the thing about this too is, I mean, there may be a lot of motivation again toward home-related activities, which could be, home renovation, remodeling, or you may be very much into real estate. There may be motivation to do things associated with that as well. And also, too, Mars in astrology is associated with our vitality and energy. So you may bring a lot of that vitality, that energy into introverted activities, matters that are focused on the home, on your family, people you're close to home with, your traditions, history, nostalgia. Could even be laundry and plumbing, things of that nature. This is where you may spend a lot of your energy on. You may just be doing things of more physical nature in the home, such as working out vigorously. You may be somebody that may prefer to work out, build strength, expend that energy in the home more so than other places. Now, also too, Mars in the fourth house. Mars is connected with physical injuries. So the fact that the fourth house does correspond with the zodiac sign Cancer, there may be physical injuries you may deal with, that are connected with the chest, the breast, the ribs, the stomach area. It may come through, there may be greater propensity for injuries that take place in the home environment. It could be family-related activities. It could be doing plumbing or even laundry in some cases. It could be just simply hitting, a sharp, some sharp edge, on a washer as, just throwing it out there arbitrarily. And also too, things that are, I would say as well, could be doing cooking, culinary work, restaurant, related work as well. And there may be more propensity for injuries doing those things more so than the average person. Mars in astrology is also connected with action or activity. And again, those actions may often be home and family related. You likely have a little hesitation or procrastination in matters that are associated with your home, your family, traditions, doing things, family get-togethers. It could be, remodeling, renovating the home, roofing, or doing some kind of, decoration in the home. Matters with history or nostalgia, ancestry. If you're somebody that's been yearning to get in touch, with your, ancestry. This could be a time, where you feel, you need, to do, not a time, but I should say, you may feel more of a need to do that more so than most people on average, and have, less delays in doing so. There could be a lot more enthusiasm in those matters than most people, and also, you know, um, debilitated. This could also be, when you look at, the fourth house is the sixth house from the 11th. So it could also be about taking action in matters connected with, debilitated or sickly friend as well. And there'd likely be little hesitation in those matters, just general home introverted related activities as well. Now, Mars in astrology is also associated with sex and sexual partners. So this is where, you may be, attracted to, somebody, especially if you're male, you'd have, like a motherly type, there may be a sexual attraction to those people. It could be, you may be more active sexually in the latter part of life, more so than most people on average. And, sexual related matters may be, generally an introverted, manner. You may not be one that would be inclined to display anything of a sexual nature, out, publicly. Um, it could be, it could be where you're attracted to somebody, sexually that's very, sympathetic, empathetic, um, nurturing, caring, dedicated, but also maybe somebody that winds up being, very moody, fickle, and temperamental as well. Keep in mind the fourth house again does correspond with the zodiac sign Cancer. And the thing about, this as well, when you have Mars positive in the fourth house in the natal chart, you could be a strong family defender. You may be somebody that takes action in matters, with family, and they need some kind of protection. But it could also indicate where, the situation with home and family members may be, contentious to some degree as well. Now, Mars in astrology is also associated with physical strength. So when you have Mars positive in the fourth house in the natal chart, physical strength, and maybe a lot of that may be going into, renovation, home remodeling. It could be mining, doing things with plumbing or laundry. You may feel that, there's more physical strength that is required for you to be doing these things, more so than a lot of other people on average. Maybe your jobs you do, in those matters are a little bit rougher, they're more, painstaking or time consuming. And could even be with, agriculture, just general introverted activities as well. So, um, and also too, Mars in astrology is connected with anger. It can show, what may, cause, certain, exasperation, agitation. Uh, there may be more acrimonious disputes with home and family members than most people. Situation, as I was stating before, with, home and family members may be, contentious and combative, to some degree. Um, it could be, you know, um, where that anger, you might be more, become more acerbic, regarding your own home life more so than most people. It could be issues with the less dominant parent, which is often the mother, people you're close to home with. Again, home and family members in general. The situation with them may be a little bit more acerbic, and these people may cause, more agitation, more so than, and then in most cases. And again, going back to, the fourth house in astrology being connected with, debilitated friends, there may be more anger associated with this more so than most people. Whether you're taking care of a sickly friend and, you may feel that, it's getting monotonous at some point, or it could be just the fact that you may not be able to do as much for that person as you'd like, just general frustration over that. And those are, some examples. Now, and also even who you may be at the core, and especially if Mars is in the same sign, let's say as the sign that is on the fourth house cusp in your natal chart. Now, Mars in astrology is also connected with our enthusiasm, so naturally, Mars posited in the fourth house of your chart, you may be very enthusiastic about home, family related matters, introverted activities. You may express more enthusiasm for that latter part of life, more so than most people on average. Being able to help, a debilitated, friend again, and it could be, doing fourth house related things, whether it's cooking, restaurant, culinary activities, real estate, home renovation or remodeling, home caregiving, as some examples. This is where you could express more enthusiasm for than most people. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.